Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Faisal Rojin. Today I will be moderator for this discussion.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Fatori.
Hello, my name is Sabrian Arsaleka Wijaya.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Taufik.
Hello, my name is Izan Ramadhani.
Alright, thank you everyone. We will discuss the result of recent Indonesia versus Bahrain match, including Indonesia performance, some controversial referee discussion. Let's start with your thoughts on the strength of Indonesia play. Fatori, what do you think about the performance?
In my opinion, one of Indonesia's strengths was their fighting spirit and teamwork shown in counterattacks. The defense was also fairly solid, which made it hard for Bahrain to score several times.
I agree, Fatori. I saw Indonesia's strategy working with will initially, especially in creating chance. However, the team could improve their composure when facing an experienced team like Bahrain.
That's right, Sabrian. I also think our defense was strong than before, but when close to the goals, the player seemed to hesitate to opportunities that should have been close were lost.
I agree as well. Even though we lost, Indonesia saw improvements in teamwork and more discipline pressing. We just need to make better use of opportunities going forward.
Great perspective. Let's discuss the controversial referee decision. They were seen as unfair. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, I was disappointed with the referee's decisions. There were several clear fouls by Bahrain that the referee ignored. That was even a moment that could have been a penalty chance for Indonesia, but the referee didn't give it.
Exactly, the referee decision seemed inconsistent. When our players were fouled, the referee reacted slowly. But as a Bahrain player was slightly fouled, they were immediately given a warning. This obviously affected your players' morale.
Yes, if the referee had been fair, the result may have been different. Hopefully, Indonesia will request more fair treatment in future matches.
I feel the same way. Unfair refereeing is something we've experienced more than once. It's unfortunate and can hinder our players' performance. Hopefully, in the future, we'll have more professional referees.
Thank you everyone. We will agree that Indonesia should talk and work hard. Even though some of the referee decisions were unfair, let's hope Indonesia can show an even better performance and get their treatment on the field upcoming match.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the simple present tense. This tense is used to describe habits, general truths, and things that happen regularly. I hope this presentation helps you understand when and how to use it. Okay. My name is Sabrian Arsaleka Wijaya. My name is 19240756. Okay, next. Simple present tense. Understanding the use of simple present tense in English. Definition, structure, and examples of sentence for everyday communication. What is simple present tense? The simple present tense is a verb tense in English used to express facts, habits, or general truths that are always valid. This tense also describe events that occur regularly or repeatedly. Examples of its usage include sentence like the sunrise in the east for a fact, and I exercise more every morning for a habit. When do we use simple present? Starting general facts. Example, the sunrise in the east. Habits or routines. Example, she drinks coffee every morning. Fixed schedule or plan. Example, the trains leave at 6 p.m. Current states or condition. Example, I live in Jakarta. Example of positive, negative, and interrogative sentence structure. Positive subject plus verb 1 plus s plus object. Example, he reads a book. Negative, this subject plus do at do's plus not plus verb 1 plus object. Example, they do not like tea. Interrogative, do at do's plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. Example, do you play soccer? Positive sentence example, I work at the bank. He likes to read novels. The dog barks loudly. Negative sentence example, I do not drink coffee in the morning. Next, he does not play football. Next, they do not like rainy days. In interrogative sentence example, do you have breakfast every day? Next, does he like ice cream? Next, do they work here? Using simple present with adverbs of frequency. Using adverbs of frequency, for example, always, often, sometimes, never, to describe how often activities are performed. Example, he always drink coffee in the morning, and they sometimes go hiking on the weekends. Example of use in daily sentence. Here are some examples of simple sentence that are commonly used. I go to school every day. Uh, Next, he reads the newspaper in the morning. Next, they play basketball on the weekends. Common mistakes. Some common mistakes in simple present. Forgetting to add s or s to the verb for he, she, it. And next, using the second form of the verb in simple present, it should be the best form. Example of a mistake, he goes to school. Correction, this, he goes to school. Variation simple present. Simple present can be used in various contexts such as uh, story narration. Example, the hero fights the villain. Instruction example, you mix the ingredients then you bake them. Schedules example, the train departs at 9 AM. Example, everyday and professional context. Example of using simple present in everyday life and professional context. Everyday. Example, I take my dog for a walk every evening. Professional, we hold a meeting every day to discuss project updates. Comparison with other tense. A brief comparison of simple present with other tense. Simple present for habits, facts. Example, he works here. Present continuous for activity that are currently happening. Example, he is working right now. Past tense for even the past. Example, he worked there last year. Conclusion, summary of simple present, a tense form routine, fact, and habits, structure, subject plus base verb, uh, or plus s for he, she, it. Common and important uses in everyday conversation. Importance of understanding simple present. Understanding the simple present is very important because it helps in everyday communication and it improves overall English language skill and it facilitates understanding of context in conversation. Importance of simple present communication. Using the simple present is very important for effective communication. With this tense, we can express your thoughts and ideas clearly. It helps you other understand what we mean and forms the basis for creating more complex sentence. A good understanding of the simple present also aids use in interacting in everyday English. Final thoughts. In conclusion, mastering this simple present tense is essential for effective communication in English. Regular practice will help you gain confidence in using this tense in both spoken and written form. Thank you for your attention. I apologize if there were any mistake in the presentation of the material. I hope the information about the simple present is useful to you. Thank you.